off Chris Megan fishing along the Elizabeth Islands. Oh, no way! That is a
They
gorgeous
are
fish.
all beauties.
Hey guys, welcome to On the Water Magazine's Angling Adventure. I'm Chris Megan, publisher with On the Water Magazine. In today's show, we're going to go mobile with our 25 tournament contender. We've got a 300 Yamaha on it, and we're decked out with Simrad electronics, and it's sitting on a beautiful trailer that allows us to hit many different points around Cape Cod. First up, we're going to head over to Barnstable Harbor, where we're going to head to the mouth in search of striped bass. From there, we shoot across the race point, see if we can't locate some fish feeding on the surface. So join us as we head over in search of striped bass. Neal, we used to get out all the time. We don't get out as much.
Not as much, Chris.
We're out
Life happens, kids happen, work happens.
Neal's
Believe
kids
it or
are at
not,
that
this
age
isn't,
right now that it's all about dad. My kids are a little bit grown, so for us to get out like this is a rare treat.
Absolutely. We got some. We're hearing some good-sized bass outside of Barnstable Harbor. There's live mackerel out there. It's an exciting fishery.
I know Neal's got a special sabiki rig that he's going to be showing you guys at home.
On a sabiki.
He's keeping it very quiet, so I'm going to look forward to seeing that.
Top secret sabiki rig.
So guys, we're heading out right now. Hang with us. We hope to live line some mackerel, maybe get in some big bass, although you have to change on the fly. Let's head out.
Let's do it. This is a little rocket ship, huh?
So what we're doing right now is we just head out of Barnstable Harbor. We're going about a mile past the VH buoy. There's been a lot of mackerel out this way, so what we're going to do is using our electronics, we're going to try to get on top of these mackerel, see if we can't locate the school. Do you want to sabiki it up?
Yeah.
I'll keep you on top of it.
So this is my top secret rod that Chris has been giving me a hassle about, but the thing works great. The rig actually, you see there's no guides except your tip top, and the rig goes right up inside. These are friends from Ahi, California company. They actually make some really good squid jigs. The trick with the sabiki rig is there's a number of hooks on this line, and they're really sharp gold hooks. You're bound to get your sleeves hooked, your arms hooked. It can be a pain, so.
What if you leave them in the garage, downstairs in the basement hanging? Can you catch a
You
cat?
might catch a cat with one. That's a story for another day, folks. But you see all these hooks, and away we go. Yeah, I could see them in the water column. They were up higher,
About
10,
12,
15.
yeah, exactly, about 12 feet.
Oh, this guy's wanting to take some drag. Look at this thing, it produces.
That
It
just happened.
produces.
Wow.
I'll get all the bait today, Chris. You just watch the boat down. We'll be all set.
I saw some birds working back there. They may have been on the mackerel down below. Now that we've got a full live well, let's get back in.
Oh, yeah.
We got a little bit of moving water right here, so we got a mackerel on, put a little rig on. We're gonna go and toss him in. Get this guy swimming down on the bottom. The current's moving out pretty good right now, so if you can get a little weight down, I think it helps to drop these fish right down on the bottom. Here they come, boys, here they come. Oh yeah, that's a decent one. I saw that guy. That was awesome. I saw this guy just come up and just turn sideways on the fish. Just came flying in. He did a flyby on it. I saw him streak, turn sideways, come up and just annihilate it.
Taking some good drag.
Guys, late June, Cape Cod. You can see, guys, there's boats all over the place. And the trick to it is trying to get to where they're gonna be, not where they're at. Guys, one of the coolest techniques you can do is live line mackerel. I had a small mackerel, I threw him out the back. This guy came up and engulfed it. You know, not a real big fish, but you can tell you how aggressive these striped bass are. Right now, we're just in the channel as we drift out with an outgoing tide in Barnstable Harbor. First drift right there, picked one up. I'm gonna go ahead and reset that drift. We're gonna get this guy back in, see if we can't pick up another. Tight? You tight, Cap?
There we go. That's a little better. So we get the drift going. We decided to stay on the drift. We're in 20, 30 feet of water. We've seen some other folks pick up some fish, so we stayed on it. It paid off. I think that key, though, is having a little extra weight on there. Little pup, I don't know how this fish tried to eat that mackerel. I had a fairly good sized mackerel on. These fish are just so aggressive. Still pretty lively.
Having loaded the bait well with live macs and caught and released several smaller striped bass in Barnstable Harbor, it was time to point the bow towards Provincetown at the tip of Cape Cod in search of schools of striped bass feeding on the surface. Neal, they're gonna be right off the bow here.
So we got birds working right over here. We got a couple boats. There's a pod just coming up to feed. We're seeing some real nervous water.
We just came upon a big school of striped bass working on the surface, feeding on sand eels and small bait. So what we're doing is going to go ahead and downsize. You can see that what I have here is a little tsunami sand eel. This thing should be perfect for about the size that they're feeding on. So we're going to have to kind of change on the fly. These guys just hooked up behind there. You see them?
There we go.
Tight, Neal?
Yeah, we're tight. Casting into fish, we got working sand eels, small sand eels. These bass are rolling everywhere. There's a little guy. There's some big ones in the mix, man. They love this little sand eel, and he just inhaled that. A little short leader on here. So a little guy in this school. Quick release, see if we get some of these big ones that I saw in this school.
If you look in here, all of these fish right in here breaking on the surface. Fish are coming right at us. They're going to be in our wheelhouse in a second. So what we're doing is try to downsize a little bit. You can see them breaking right now. There we go, real tight. There we go, nice fish. Yeah, better fish.
Yeah, Chris.
Here we are towards the tail end of June. Cape Cod Bay will hold fish because the water's a little bit colder on this side of the Cape. It gets its body of water fed coming down from the coast of Maine. So this water in here is probably 58, 60 degrees. On the Falmouth side, we're closer to 68. What's really neat about this is just light gear. Yeah, you got him, Cap? I'm gonna walk him right into you.
Oh, he engulfed this,
I think this guy just engulfed it.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful, fresh green fish.
Yeah, that's a good one, Chris. The great thing about these, they have such a big mouth, you can get right in there.
You can reach right in there, you can.
Yeah. There he goes. That little sand eel, man. Match the hatch.
Neal, nice fish. We just got out in here, Cape Cod Bay. Anywhere from Race Point all the way to the canal. This time of year, end of June. If you can find the bait, usually these striped bass are on them.
They're on big clouds of bait, big clouds of sand eels. You match the hatch.
We're gonna get this guy back in. We're gonna move back up, see if we can't get on some more fish. Nice fish right there. I see them right underneath the surface, right here. There they are, right here, Cap.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I'm tight. Oh, that's awesome. You can, as far as you can see all around us, it's just acres of schools of bass right now. We got the bathhouse just off at Race Point here. Actually, around the corner. What happens is that these fish are just pushing up the bait right along these shelves. And right now we're feeding all over the surface, feeding on sand eels and small bait.
Oh, that's a good fish. Look at the head on that.
There, you got him? You got him?
Yeah, I got him. There we go.
Oh, beautiful,
Woo.
huh? Look at the gut on that thing. Is that awesome?
That's a great fish.
Nice, huh?
You
Look at
just got that skin.
See if I can just plop that. There we go. Anytime I get this thing out, I've had 2 casts with it, 2 fish with it. Let's get him back in the water.
All right. Always wait, folks. Wait until the fish is ready. They'll tell you when they're ready to go. See, he's shaking his tail a little bit, his fins are up. You release them too soon, they go belly up, tend to die. They can't recover from that. But there he goes. Just released him. He told me he was ready to go and he's gone. You're watching On the Water TV, Angling Adventures. Oh, we got another one, Cap.
Right
There
here.
you go.
There's a nice fish. Hey guys, just had a great day of fishing out there on the water, fishing Barnstable Harbor and Race Point, but it's time to pull the boat, shoot across Cape Cod, drop the boat back in at Bass River, and see if we can apply a whole nother technique to catching striped bass. Hang with us, guys, as we step out of Bass River. Believe it or not, guys, we just got out here. We're one of the first guys out here, just outside of Bursa's Shoal. We're literally the first boat out here, and it hasn't really set up. So one of the things we're gonna do is a little technique where we put out 2 tubes. So what's nice about the tube and worm, it allows us to get it down. It also allows us to cover a lot of water, find the fish, and then when we get on the fish and we kind of put a mark on there that they're on, what we can do is we can drift back and forth and start throwing soft plastics, start working the rip a little bit stronger in a tighter area. We got 2 tubes set up. We got some Berkeley Gulp power worms on there. All we want is a little stink in the water, and that's what we have with those Berkeley power worms. So Neal's coming up on the rip line. We're gonna see if we can't pick something up.
But it looks like you were on the other side of it, so I was gonna try to cross over here.
Summer in Monomoy equally one thing, fog, and we've got it today. It's a beautiful day, and if I was to steam 4 miles past Monomoy, heading back towards Falmouth, I'd be out of this fog. But right now, anytime off of Monomoy, you always run the risk of getting into fog. I have a great system right now with Simrad. I've got the radar overlaid on my chart, so I can see all the boats around us. And so if I'm in the fog and I'm working the rip, I can kind of see where the other boats are. The other thing that's nice is that in the fog, I can kind of zoom out and see in a 3-mile area where all the boats are stacked up. To tell you the truth, I like to avoid those areas. What usually happens out here in Monomoy is that if you get on a fish or 2, you end up having 10 good friends in short order. And so sometimes the fog will keep some of the boats away, especially if they don't have radar. Right now we're running along this edge. What's cool about this is that you feel like you could be 50 miles out to sea, and to tell you the truth, you're not even a mile and a half offshore right now. We are on. Yeah, we are.
You want that one, Skip?
Go ahead, that's you, that's you.
All right.
Tubing and then worming it.
Tubing worm. You can see, I don't know if you can make it out on TV, but you can see in the dark and the light, this just came over the rip line, right on the deep side edge.
I'm gonna
just
clear the other
swung
line.
through.
We're still in gear.
Right up on the top now. Solid fish. Came up and thumped it.
Guys, sometimes what you gotta do is you gotta kind of adjust according to the conditions. Right now, we're kind of getting the very end of the tide. So what we wanna do is we wanna cover a lot more water.
Dumped a little line. I'm at the swivel now.
All right, so you come right up the side, Neal. If you walk up this side, I'll grab it. You walk them right into me, Cap. There you go, huh? It's a nice fish. Just at that 28 inches. Get this guy back in. Let's see if we can't pick something up.
Yes, sir.
Nice fish, Cap.
All right, nicely done. All right, Chris is gonna reposition the boat. We're gonna reset the drift. Just gotta replace the sandworm. So we got a tubing worm, hoagie tube, Berkeley gulp worm. We got about 50, 60 pound fluorocarbon, about 3 feet to a barrel swivel. We've got a quantum cabo rod. This is probably 40, 50 pound lead core line. We'll dump this out. This will get us, this tube slightly weighted. The lead core will get us down the rest of the way that we need to get into the zone. We got some more birds working, the tide's still running, so hopefully the captain will put us on again.
And it's just that little bit of stink on there. Right now we have some Berkeley gulp power worms on there, scented, and that'll do it. Just put a little stink in the water.
Oh,
They seem
we
to
got
like
another
that.
one,
We're tight
Cap.
right
There
here.
you go.
Cap, you want to grab the stick?
I got the stick.
You got him, Cap? Line him up.
Ooh, nice hook set right
in
there,
the corner,
huh?
huh? Let's get our power worm back.
We got our worm back. We got
Beautiful
a nice fish right there.
What's so fun about this is it's so enjoyable.
I'm gonna get this guy back in the water and away we go. All right.
Got a call in from one of the guys that we know that they were picking up some nice fish in here, so. The one thing that's so neat about fishing on Cape Cod is you have a boat with a trailer underneath it, you're so mobile. So we fished Race Point, we put in at Bass River, shot out to Monomoy, and this afternoon we're fishing a whole different body of water. We're in a rip line right now. You can see the boats are stacked up. We got a boat over here that's hooked up. We got soft plastic, we're dropping it back, just trying to stay on that first. I just saw a fish pop up on that, trying to stay on that, the first 2 or 3 waves in that rip, and just twitch, 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 twitch. You know, guys, we just got in here right now. I just changed up. Neal's got a white, I got a, oh, here we go.
Fish on.
We just moved up to the rip just above us. Oh yeah, Mr. Blue just joined the party. One thing that stinks about these guys in the soft plastic guys love it. It means you're going back and getting more bait.
Got that long shank hook on the weedless Texas style.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bring him right in the boat quick. See if we can't do a quick release on this. There you go. You can see what's left of my soft plastic. I'm gonna just flip this guy out. And there he goes, guys. We're gonna head back out. One of the things we did out here is we downsized. We were fishing 50-pound leader, but the fish seemed a little leader shy. So what we did is we dropped down 20-pound leader, extra long leader. This is about just a little over 3 feet, maybe 3.5 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this thing off, re-rig, get back out there. I got some birds working down below. We're gonna step down there and see if we can't get into some more fish. And we just came in tight. You can see we're not 100 yards right now off the beach. Like Neal always says, don't leave fish to find fish. And there was definitely fish where we were. We just weren't hooking up with the consistency we want to get into. So we made the decision to run up here.
Oh, there we go.
Nice,
There's
Neal.
another one just rolled over there.
Right there?
We're right along the face of the rip line. We got the tide just stemming the tide enough that these lures are running right on that face of that rip. This fish just came up and whacked it. A school-sized striper, just sitting right in there on the edge of the rip. Got about a 15, 16-inch hoagie on here, and we're just running it right along the edge of that rip. Nice, healthy fish. I'm gonna let him get back in there quick, and away he goes.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to today's show. I hope we taught you that if you bring your boat to Cape Cod, there's many opportunities to fish it from both Cape Cod Bay, Vineyard Sound, and Nantucket Sound to chase striped bass. If you'd like to learn more about today's show, log on to onthewater.com, and from the entire crew at OTW, we hope to see you out there.